Hi there, it's Mark Sebastian, founder of Option Pit, and this is the Option Pit Volatility Report. Reminder, this is for educational purposes only. None of this should be considered investment advice. Options have risk. Consult your financial professional. Again, if you're not reading our blog, you are missing out. I put up a chat wrap from yesterday. I did a webinar last night. I'm posting that there shortly, so keep your eyes out for that as well. Well, we got another update, a little bit of a rebound after yesterday, although yesterday was not much of a sell-off, except for one spot, the Russell 2000. Wow. The Russell was super ugly yesterday. Let me pull up that chart. It was down, we closed 1507 and got as low as 1482 before we finally sold 1491. So it was a really nice sell-off in the Russell. That was what kind of pulled the entire market south. Today, the Russell looks a little firm. It's actually doing the best. And you can see the S&P and the NASDAQ and are all green as well. The Dow off a little bit. What am I watching? Take a look at Under Armour. Ouch. What a terrible earnings report. Things do not look good at Under Armour. I think a 0010 is in the cards for this company. The once super hot name, and I think it's heading for 10. So I'm going to be playing around with some ideas there. Apple has earnings coming up and has just been off to the races. Same thing with Alibaba. I'm just kind of shocked at the bid behind these names ahead of earnings. Some names that reported today: Barclays. The European banks continue to look great. Maybe I'll play around with financial sector. Credit Suisse reports in a couple days. My guess is they're going to have good earnings too. All the European banks look good. Then you've got a few other formerly hot names: GoPro, Fitbit. All these names that people used to like are reporting today. And that's going to be kind of interesting. So other things I'm watching, I'm continuing to keep an eye on the ones that moved really hard last week. Google, Microsoft, Amazon. Amazon has just been exploding higher. I think it's due for a pullback. I may try and set up some sort of mean reversion trade, but take a look at the implied volatility. It's not overly expensive to own premium. It's not cheap, but there may be some sort of calendar spread that makes some sense in Amazon that is executable that I may play around with. So keep an eye open for that. Also going to be kind of looking at bonds and what's happening with those. Bonds are kind of interesting, especially with the Fed governor about to be announced. Kind of want to see what's going to happen there. And then finally, VIX. I'm going to play around with some expiration plays. I have a bunch of VIX on right now, as you can see. I may have to do something about that position here if I want to. If I don't want to take a big expiration trade on. I'm also going to look at expiration trades for next week, and I'm going to do something similar in UVXY and VXX. I talked about some stuff there. We'll also ask customers what they want to look at, but I'll tell you, as I look at the market, it feels like it wants to crawl higher. That's kind of the way things feel. Whether that ends up being the case remains to be seen, but if you look at the way vol futures are acting, I think that there is a potential vol dump in the next half hour, 45 minutes, and a little bit of a ramp, a little recovery ramp today as we head south. I think that is potentially in the cards. All right, folks, if you got questions, you can email me, mark@optionpit.com, or call me 888-TRADE-01.